welcome to Real Reviews. This week, we have the highly anticipated
Ooh.
Dark Phoenix, the last Fox-made X-Men movie, yes.
Yeah. Disney, as you know, Disney bought Fox. Disney is shelving the X-Men. We don't know when we'll see the X-Men next. It's not high on their list of priorities.
Which is good.
So we were like, all right, let's send this one off with a bang. And oh man, it was not good.
A bang isn't a bomb. Not only, we can get into the finer points of what the specific Dark Phoenix story is and what they did wrong with it. But let's just reflect on the fact how bad they even got the general point of X-Men wrong.
Well, so first of all, like when we reviewed Apocalypse, the last X-Men movie, this is one of Kurt's biggest pet peeves. It's still very huge in this movie. Everybody doesn't look their age.
No.
You know, Magneto, he's been in from the Second World War. We
figured it out. At the bare minimum, if he was a teenager in X-Men First Class, he should be almost 50 years old or over 50 years old.
Yeah.
Same with, this is all if they're barely 20 years old, which they clearly weren't back then.
So Nicholas Hoult, who's Beast, he still looks like he's 20, who was part of the First Class. Things like that, you know, that really irks us. And then the other half is you take this story, Dark Phoenix saga story, whatever, and like this is a very important story in like the X-Men lore. This is when Jean Grey, she becomes possessed with the Phoenix Force and ultimately goes nutty. So to not do it justice, not once with X3, but twice with this one, it's just frustrating. You're like, man, I don't, like, you have, and I didn't have high expectations going into this one, but still, at least get kind of, like, in the ballpark, you know? Like,
yeah.
Oh.
The only part I liked in this movie was close to the end when you got to see them all use their powers, which I've never seen them use, like, in that way before, it seems like, which is kind of cool to see, but that was 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, 2 minutes you got to see that. But like I said, just the you screwed up the basics of X-Men. I'm watching this movie, and it makes me so angry every time I see Mystique in that stupid uniform.
It's so true.
Like I
hate Mystique as a good guy. Like,
she was never supposed to be a good person, ever. In like any iteration of X-Men, she is never a good guy. You know, it's ridiculous. For crying out loud, she has a skull belt buckle.
Right.
There's nothing good about her. Just because Jennifer Lawrence is a name, like, oh, God. And the X-Men in the movie are getting, like, cheered. The whole world loves the X-Men. I'm like, that defeats the purpose of the X-Men. You know, they're to fight for humanity when humanity hates their guts. That's why these movies can be relatable.
It was written in that way just to have that Mystique Xavier part of the story. But even then, like you said, it doesn't fit. For me, the action was pretty cool. The last 2 minutes, yay! But like also the one like little shining light in this heap of crap is Sophie Turner.
I know. I feel bad that she'll never get to play Jean Grey again.
She's such a like great actress, like from Game of Thrones, and I thought she made a dynamite Jean Grey.
She was wicked as Jean Grey, but her boyfriend sucked, Cyclops. I'm like, yeah, those two are together. Get out of here, Cyclops. Nightcrawler, he looked cool, the actor. Get out of here. Storm, get out of here. Again, the powers, you can make these characters look cool, but if the actors aren't cast well, nothing was cohesive in this movie.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm getting angry right now just thinking about it again. Just gonna sit in a huff for a bit and let it just simmer and boil over again. But yeah, I'm seriously glad this Fox series is done, and I'm seriously glad Marvel is not wanting to do it for a while, which is good. Make everybody want to fall back in love with X-Men again. People to want it again, not forced in your face, you know? End it on a fizzle, end it on a bomb. This movie's getting a 1. One of the worst X-Men movies I've ever seen in my life.
X-Men, to me, like, they're one of my favorite people in Marvel Comics. You know, look at my collection. It's majority of the Marvel stuff is X-Men. I love X-Men. And to see like the majority of all of the films have been missed. They're not hits, you know? So like Kurt said, I agree. I'm glad Fox finally has their grubby little hands off it. It's with Disney. We know Disney, what they can do. When they do come back, it's going to be fantastic. Who knows when that'll be, 5, 7, 10 years, I don't know. But yeah, I agree with Kurt. Like, it's just, the story just wasn't there, blah. I'll agree, 1. Give it a 1. Like, I wouldn't recommend it.
Don't go see this.
There's a lot of people on my Facebook that were super excited to see this, and they might enjoy it. I don't know if we're just coming from a different angle, being comic book fans. We had higher expectations. If you can go to this movie and get enjoyment out of it, great. But let me tell you, you're wrong. Like, it's not a good movie.
It's not a good movie. Go check out our Facebook page, give it a like, and when you're there, you can find out who can enter to win a $30 gift certificate to Perkins Restaurant Bakery. It's a tongue twister every week for me. You can go to Perkins every week and check out their new menu items.